Yeah. Yeah. Can you believe they told me that I would never make it? Now we smiling in their faces, smiling in their faces.
Yeah, I mean, I think the goal is just to not look like you in the Houston Rockets uniform.
Yeah.
Is ultimately the goal for us. Like, we don't want to.
What does that look like?
Did you see it?
I'm just
You sure about that? You sure about that?
Yeah, I'll ever watch Dave Chappelle when Keeping It Real goes wrong. Well, if you haven't watched When Keeping It Real Goes Wrong, check it out. Dave Chappelle, one of the best comedians, because this is what Draymond Green just did. He tried to keep it real by, coming back at somebody, but only to realize what he said was so ignorant, because in the twilight of Charles Barkley's career on the Rockets, he put up numbers that were pretty much better than your best season of your whole NBA career. So even Charles Barkley's last freaking seasons, he still was better than you. So you saying you don't want to look like Charles Barkley on the Rockets? My homie, my guy, you sure as hell would want to look like Charles Barkley on the Rockets, because his input was better than yours in your freaking prime when he was past his prime. So if you haven't seen this back and forth, man, I'm gonna play it for you guys. But if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe. You don't want to miss this video. This is something that was interesting. So like I said, new to the channel, hit that subscribe. Let's do it.
So we want to spend a few minutes just talking to you about what's going on in your life and your career, and 14 years in the league, all with the same team. And then I saw at the end of the game, you and Steph and Steve in a group hug there. What was that about? And what thoughts were going through your mind as this season ended?
Well, Steve grabbed both of us, and he said, I just wanted to take this moment. Like, I just don't know. I don't know if we'll have this moment again. So I just want to take this moment and thank you guys, and it was a special moment. The first thing Travis said when we walked off was like, man, I'm so happy Steve was in the moment. Like, and he didn't miss that moment. But like, going down the stretch, you can't help but think, like, is this it? Is this the end, right? Like, I have an option, as you see. If they don't want me back, I'm not just gonna take the option. Like, this has always been a partnership, right? You want me, I want you, it works out. And so I do think they want me back, but I'm just saying, with Steve, he's coaching on the last year of a contract. Does he come back? What does that look like? And so it was weird down the stretch, because you're kind of feeling this pressure of like, we need to win to kind of stabilize things. But yet you got Jimmy Butler out with a knee injury. You got Moses Moody out with a knee injury. You got Steph Curry out with a knee injury. And we're just free falling pretty much from All-Star break on.
Could you see yourself in another uniform?
I mean, I don't want to. Like, it's not something I've imagined over the last few years of my career. Early on in your career, you're kind of like, when is this going to come to an end?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've been here long enough. You look at the stats, guys don't stay that long. Then your mindset kind of shifts. Like, can I make this a forever thing? Can I stretch this the length of my career? When I signed my last deal, that became a realistic possibility. And so for me, no, I don't see myself in another uniform, but I am also understanding of this business and know that it takes them to want me as much as I want them in order for it to continue going.
Well, it's over for the Warriors.
There you go.
I mean, no disrespect.
But disrespect is. No disrespect. Disrespect.
It ends for every old team. You have your run, you get old, y'all let Clay go. You and Steph on the backside of y'all careers, it just passed you by. Y'all had one of the greatest runs ever. If you think you're not in the playoffs, you're not gonna make. You think you're gonna get healthier for next year? You're just gonna get older. That's no disrespect. You guys had one of the greatest runs of all time. If you want to compete, you're gonna have to leave there. If Steph wants to compete, he's gonna have to leave there. You're gonna have to make that decision.
What if they bring the right pieces in?
They can't bring the right pieces.
Why?
Because they don't have no cap space.
Okay.
They don't have any cap space.
Do you believe what he's talking over here?
Well, here's what I would say. We had to hug for a reason, right? Like, we're not.
Because it's over.
We're not oblivious.
Yeah.
So, like, this could be the end.
That's the thing that makes me laugh. It ended for Larry Bird Celtics. It ended for Isaiah Thomas Pistons. It ended for Michael Jordan's Bulls, The Last Dance.
Absolutely.
It ended for Tim Duncan and Parker and Ginobili. It always ends. Listen, sports are for young people. You hope to have a great long career, but sports, nobody wins when they're 37, 38.
But you said what you said. I want to hear if he believes what you're talking.
Yeah, I mean, I think the goal is just to not look like you in the Houston Rockets uniform.
Yeah.
Is ultimately the goal for us. Like, we don't want to.
What does that look like?
Did you see it?
I'm just asking.
I saw it. I mean, so, you know, we're always going to try to compete. When you win championships, the goal will always be to try to reach that level.
Draymond Green got to have such a fragile ego because this man really wants you to believe that his career was something special. I mean, as you can see the back and forth with Austin Rivers, as you can see the Charles Barkley, he tries to clap back at people only to realize that this man cannot clap back truly because he never was that guy. Now, it's different if you were the guy, right? If it's different because you're in that situation to be like, oh, listen, I carried the team. I had this, that, and the third. I got a finals MVP. I got an MVP. Charles Barkley is a league MVP. Charles Barkley gave Jordan a run for his money. I believe he even had a 50-point game in that finals against Jordan. And let's just be for real, bro. Charles Barkley is here, and Draymond Green is not even in the same picture. That's how great of a player Charles Barkley is. Not even in the same picture. So when you see a back and forth like this, it comes off disrespectful because Charles Barkley is keeping it real about the Warriors' window closing. It wasn't a personal shot. It was like, yo, just being honest, man, I think y'all done. Y'all old. It's a young man's league. It's hella true. It's not like he's lying. He's not making up something. Your time is your window eventually are closing. And for you to bring up somebody's career towards the end of their career and say, I ain't trying to look like that. But you turn around and you realize that man truly was better than you at that time. Like, bro, that's when keeping it real goes wrong. He was actually better than you. So you should want to be like Charles Barkley on the Rockets because that'll be the best season of your whole career. So these are my thoughts, ladies and gentlemen. The Draymond Green show continues. As you can see, this man continues to put himself in a situation where he's trying to act like he's intelligent or act like he has some type of slight back, and then it just goes back to fire on him. But it is what it is, man. Draymond Green, donkey today for sure with this one. If y'all new to the channel, hit that subscribe, Tyler Rose TV. I'm going to see y'all on the next one. Peace.